This is one of the sickest songs in all of the Splatoon soundtracks. I am very happy that it is playing, and I'm just going to leave it there for a minute while I stretch my wrists out. How's it going, Big Golf BR, and Sneaky, and Nathan, and Agent 3, and Sneaky Weasel, and Gabooster, and Nug, and Chico Beans, and Alexis, and, oh, those people have said things already, so you don't get a second greeting, okay? I'm not that generous, but... What's up? And hi, Pie Human and Earflap Hat and Asriel. Stuck on table turf level 3 with the shoe dude. Mr. Coco? I think I got like one game off of him at level 3. Definitely a tricky one. My signature is using the Mr. Coco card against him. I just think the irony is beautiful. When are you getting your morning coffee? I don't drink coffee. The last time I had coffee was in 2nd grade. Let me get the fan there. It was in 2nd grade, and I decided that I did not like it at that time and have not drunk it since. I'm trying to figure out a place for Mr. Grizz here. So the channel's been growing, in case anyone was unaware of that fact. And as a really nice surprise, I dropped something. As a really nice surprise, a couple of my mods put together a little like gift basket for me. It had some flowers, it had some chocolates, it also had a bear. So I have a feeling that they have some feelings for me that have not been discussed. But regardless of all of that, I am very happy. And now Mr. Grizz has a place on stream as a result of this. Unfortunately, he's just low enough if I try to set him on the desk that he cannot be seen. See, he's right here. He's right here, but he doesn't quite sit high enough on the desk. I need to find something to prop him up with. Hi there, little kitty cat. Hi there, IRL little buddy. So I need a bear stand is what needs to happen here. Oh, I've got a box here. Let me see if he fits on this box and if that blocks everything I need to see. Ooh, he needs to be very far over to the right here. Left on screen, but it's mirrored, which is confusing, I know. Here he is. There we go. Okay. Well, his box is completely blocking my keyboard. However, he is now on stream. Meow. How was my day? Very busy, but I am happy with how busy I was able to be. The days where I feel the most satisfied right now are the days where I'm able to just kind of get down to work and grind through something and feel like I've gotten a lot done at the end of the day. No, cat, you do not get to eat that phone cord that I accidentally displaced by creating a platform for Mr. Grizz. And today I got through pretty much the entire remainder of a video that will be able to be released tomorrow morning on Weapon Rolls. So you guys can look for that then. It's kind of a summary of answers to a lot of questions that I've been getting lately. Keep him there. Yeah, no, that was the plan. This is where Mr. Grizz goes now. So I was planning on what was I? Right. It's a Wow, this is, am I running enough in IA? No, yeah, I'm just missing those shots. Okay. I need to get back into the swing of things here. There have been a lot of questions I've been getting that are pretty similar on, in Twitch chat and stuff, and so I figured I would kind of address as many of them as I could fit into one video. And it'll also be a way that lets me talk about the different map modes separately, like I kind of was with the map mode of the day videos. Because I really do like that style of analysis, but I also feel like I don't quite have the same level of experience with the maps competitively right now. Everyone's still figuring out the game out even at top level, and I haven't been able to play very much on a competitive team so far in Splatoon 3. I've been in between teams, which there are new developments on that front at the moment, but we're not ready to announce anything yet, so I guess we can stay tuned for that. Those of you who are gem enjoyers who want to know all of the paparazzi gossip around this Splatoon player. So okay, we're getting back into it now. We're hitting directs. This is better. Now that means that I'll be able to at least hit indirects. You know, if I'm hitting directs in the training room, that at least means I'm going to be hitting indirects in matches. That's all you really need when you break it down, right? You just need to hit them. You don't need a one-shot them unless you're some kind of try-hard. Yeah. Thank you, Zucchini. Excited for tomorrow? Yeah. It's going to be... For those of you who have been watching for a while, I think a lot of the concepts are not going to be especially new, although they will be talked about in the context of Splatoon 3 and my more revised thoughts on the subject now that I've had some time to play with the game and also just learned more about Splatoon since the last time I've discussed these subjects. So I'm hoping that it will be helpful to a lot of people in getting the hang of how competitive level Splatoon tends to work. Gotta sleep for school. Yeah, I knew it was a risk that was gonna happen, that we were gonna just like lose a lot of chat because sleep is important and or something like that, I guess. But thanks for stopping by at the very least. What the bear doing? The bear right here, Mr. Grizz, is going to be hanging out with us for this stream. Some mods got together to give me some presents, and Mr. Grizz came among them. It was in celebration of 30K on YouTube, 30K subs, which we hit a few days ago. So I'm very fortunate to have gotten that far, and very happy that I have mods who appreciate what I'm doing and wanted to do something for me in return. So you guys are awesome. This is staring into my soul. Road to 50K, road to 100K, road to fame and fortune. Yeah, that's what we're all on, isn't it? Well, we'll get there one silly Woomy video at a time, huh? Okay. Have you finished the campaign? Yes. On a stream, I think on Saturday, I just went through and beat every single kettle. I beat the story mode well before then, like getting through the final boss, but after Alterna was nowhere near unlocked at the time, so I just did all the kettles and beat after Alterna that night. I'm not planning on going and like 1000%ing it or whatever unless they make the reward very, very good for that. The bear is Mr. Grizz. He's on stream now. Thank you, Fevev. Very kind of you. Havev is a very good artist who helped with a little redesign of the Squid School little squid logo. Just gave it a new coat of paint a little bit. And I'm still working out how I plan on using that, but I definitely do want to use it somewhere at the very least. Okay, yeah, we're going this way. I can just get a special out right about here, which should help us. Nice. Probably would have actually been better for me to take that because the range blaster could have reached those players, but ultimately it makes no difference. We have an immediate KO. So that was awesome. Oh, I need to also... So, I know what the answer is on my end, but when people have been following, because I know that's happened in the last couple of minutes here, have you guys been hearing the sound effects when that happens? Because I don't, but I believe you guys still do, if I am correct. Okay. Yes, you hear it. Okay, good. There's a setting that I toggle on and off when I'm streaming, which makes it so that I do or don't hear. Because during stream, I definitely don't want to miss things. But when I'm not streaming, every little Woomy and Vimo that happens, it kind of just becomes the soundtrack of my life after a while. I spend a lot of time on this computer, and there are people following and, you know, subscribing on YouTube and stuff all the time. So, you know, we're on like 700 per day right now, and that's lower than it's been for the last 10 days or something. So you can imagine, you know, just every so often it's happening all the time for, you know, whatever 12 hours I'm on the computer or something in a day. I'll test that follow. Thank you. Love to see you blowing up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's nice to be blowing up. Figuratively, of course. We're not trying to land on any bombs here. It feels like a bad idea to go for pop, but we made it work somehow, even though they have overwhelming pain advantage. What are you doing? That is just giving us numbers advantage for free. What if? What if we put this here? I don't think this is a wise place to take the Rainmaker, and that's kind of what I was worried someone was going to try and do. We did get a checkpoint that way, actually. All right. Yeah, I wanted to put it there so that I could aggress. Yeah, all right, that wasn't smart. But there was a thought in my mind, man, someone's probably going to assume that they want me to have the Rainmaker go through here. Well, alright. 46 is kind of a lot. I don't know. Getting through the choke point is the hard part. If we can do that, we can go anywhere. But going through that is, like I said, not easy. I do not like that you're right there. There's someone right behind us. Okay. There's another person right behind us. They are missing. They are not missing me. However, I am marked. And there is a charger. little further behind than I thought we were. Like, I knew we had to double back to get the Rainmaker, but I didn't think we were going to go that far back as a team in general. There is someone over there. I just saw paint. Oh, it was probably a charger shot. Oh boy, I tried to squid roll, and that is not a thing that I can do in midair. Okay. Okay, so that's cleared. Man, I chose the wrong sides. If I'd done that in the opposite order, that works fine. Did they jump it off? No, they just died. This is actually a really good position. We've got 2 down. If I can just hold them off a little bit longer. This guy. Oh, they're just trying to drop it. Man. Yeah, no. Okay. We should definitely be able to at least get lead off of this. Oh, if I get close enough, I definitely get the flings in there. Darn. Well, we got the 21. We can't be super comfy with this yet, just because it's really easy to push once you get past the choke point. So we have just as difficult a defensive task as they did. On the other hand, we have double backline, and defense is all that is good for in Rainmaker. They're going to try and rush me, but they do not have an advantage doing so. There we go. Okay. A little bit disrespectful of me there. I got scared. I definitely had the direct. Let's harass these guys a little bit. All right. I knew I could get around the corner before they had charge again. Nice. All right. Nobody should be able to even get to the Rainmaker at this point. Someone does, it's like a crazy run out into the middle of the map. No, don't pick it up. That gives... Oh my god, if they gotten sniped, that would have given them overtime. This is still something that people are not aware of. Thank you so much, Ram. Ram has been gifting so many memberships on YouTube. It's crazy the number of those that they have been giving out, and they've just re-upped as a member. Really appreciate it, Ram. Thank you so much. What's up, Mr. Splatoon guy? Hello, obscure reference. Who usually takes the Rainmaker? Usually it's a support. Sometimes it's a backliner. Those are the 2 weapons that are most likely to do it, but whoever needs to take it at the moment is the correct answer if we're trying to cover all of our bases here. Because sometimes your support player is down. You know, sometimes everybody's a frontliner. Or sometimes... like, you know, your comp doesn't have a support. There are a lot of different, I kind of muddled my way through that explanation, but there are a lot of different reasons why someone who won't normally want to pick it up would want to pick it up in that situation. And that's something I actually am going to talk about a lot in the video that's dropping tomorrow. The fluidity of roles, the fact that there are tasks that need to be done. Oh god, one of them is Hammerhead. There are tasks that need to be done, and who does them should, in theory, go to whoever is going to be best at doing them, but somebody's got to do them, and so if that player is you, then it doesn't matter what weapon you're holding, you do the job that your team needs you to do. Okay, you know what? I don't trust in my ability to get popped. I'm just, even though, well, they do have double blaster, actually. We might be able to get popped from this. This is the only place where they can attack me from, and I did not shut it down hard enough. Okay, so that play works better in zones, is what I'm finding. Because the range blaster can actually see that and shut that down, which is different from how it is in zones. Hello. What's going on over here? Those are just bombs? I guess those are just bombs. They don't know. Now they know. And I missed everything. Shoot. We should be able to stop that before it gets check. I don't want to jump in because there's a lot of focus going to be on the Rainmaker shield right there, and so if I end up just getting popped for standing too close to it, that's a problem. Someone's going to try and run for this. Not anymore. There is a Booyah Bomb in the way. Alright, I'll take 2. That should get us in a little bit. Tetras are still alive, so we've still got some frontline pressure. Tetras have backed all the way back up. Alright. Nice, and it's just one range blaster in the way. They see where that is. They should be able to pick that up and go. Okay, I like that the Hydra decided to pick that up specifically. We need somebody in front of the Rainmaker to be able to push so that they can actually move up safely. And so having a Hydra isn't going to help us push up, isn't going to help us take more space. It's only going to lock in the space we've already won. They probably saw me here. I'm not going to commit to this. However, I am very committed to that. Didn't realize we were pushed that far back. Bad awareness on my part. Okay, 2v2. One right there. I would like them not to be, but I am out of ink, so I have no ability to change this at the moment. Okay, we should get one of them with this. Yep. Okay, well played, well played. I need to be a little bit more deliberate about how I take fights, because fighting against range blasters is just not easy. There we go. That's 2 of them down. We need to push up. It is not our job to pick up the Rainmaker here because we have double backline. And with a double backline comp, it is very difficult to push forward. They need frontliners to create space for them to move into. So if I'm not creating that because I grabbed the Rainmaker, it's just way too difficult to get anything done. I cannot believe I missed that so badly. Okay, got one. Oh, this is actually working really well. Oh, okay, wait. If they don't shred that, I might be able to jump to it. Oh. Okay, we got one with that. And there's a reset. Okay, that bought us some time. Good job from Apollo anchoring there. Just giving us a place to jump, not trying to do anything crazy. Okay, good job to the team for clearing that out. 1-for-1 trade is fine. We don't need to go aggressive at all. We just need to prevent an absolute stop from happening in the last 20 seconds here. I'm just going to sit back and throw some bombs. Cool, we got 3 down. We'll move forward and try and get the last. There we go. That tapped someone, I think. Did I die to Sprinkler? Yes, I got splatted by Sprinkler. This is fine. My feelings are not hurt at all. Here's a question. Why do I suck at blasters? Unanswerable. I'm sure there is an answer to that question, and that, I mean, it's not an especially useful thing to tell yourself that you suck, so maybe that's part of it. But if if you're not getting the results you want, then there are definitely ways that we can do that. Is Mr. Grizz still in place? Okay, yeah. He's very stable. I have to give him this. He's not gonna, you know, rock around or fall over. That's a good quality to have in a bear. Yeah, 12 deaths. It did not feel like I was being especially impactful in that game. There were a couple of moments where, you know, I pushed them back and occupied their time, but a lot of the time what it felt like was happening was I would initiate a fight, and then my teammates would just do a really good job of following up on the fight I initiated. And that's why we were able to keep it even despite me dying that much. When you have a backliner, you kind of got a little guardian angel sometimes. They're just watching where you're going. They'll be able to get something done. If there is any weapon to be going down as much as it is, it's, you know, as much as that. It should be a frontliner, but it shouldn't be going down that much. I'm parasocially attached to mini Mr. Grizz now. How do you know what fights to take? Still missing questions? I see. So, we'll give it a little bit more time, but knowing what fights to take is a matter of really which fights you have an advantage in. You take a fight when you are likelier to win it than you are to lose it. And so, knowing who has advantage at a given moment, on the basis of what weapons they're playing, on the basis of what the numbers advantage state is, of a number of different factors. That's what determines whether you go in or not. Okay, it's a Zipcaster. I've dropped back since. I'm trying to go that way, interestingly. There's still something there. Okay. My teammate didn't even try to save that. Man. I even read that they would be staying closer to the right side of it. But we're in good shape right now. We've got an advantage still. We really don't have the paint to get the pop here. That's the unfortunate part. Man, too many different angles to look at. Tetras might get a trade here, probably not. Yeah, not the way that they were positioned. But we've got a Hydra in mid that will slow them down a little bit. Probably shouldn't stick around here, though. There's too many people looking at this. This is fine, honestly. Oh, that's not fine. They're getting in a lot further than I'm expecting them to here. They just have a straight shot. Okay. We definitely need to get a good fight win here. There's still someone up here. Okay. Just got the reset on it. Let's help our teammate because they're fighting right now. Close to Big Bubbler. It'd be good to have that soon. I do not paint quickly though. Oh, well. That's going to limit my ability to go in and do things for the time being, but stalling does go in our favor, so no sense in rushing it. That's a Zipcaster. Oh, and that's another player too. It's Lumo! Welcome, Lumo. Thanks for bringing all the guinea pigs by. Ah! They're already up. I did not think that they were going to push forward that boldly, considering I had already fired a shot at them. Alright, well played by the Tetras. They got the one that I set up for them, and then they were able to sneak one more with the Reef Slider, so really well done. Oh my god. Man, they got the... Oh, that's so unfortunate. They got the pop on the Rainmaker shield before I was able to actually splat them. Ooh, this is really bad. I'm out of ink. Oh god, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, that is the worst. I needed to not throw that bomb. Oh my god. What a clutch. Holy crap, Hydra. Let's go. Oh my goodness. That was terrifying. Whew. Alright. That'll make this a lot more difficult for them, as well as the chicken. And the fact that they are dead. The deadest super jump. Oh my goodness. The big bubbler around them honestly didn't do anything for us, but like, you have to make a statement sometimes, you know? Oh goodness. Whew. How do I do well on series? I'd be winning easily and open, but my team always feels inferior and I'm trying to rank up. I don't honestly know what the difference is in matchmaking between the two, but open is definitely a more casual mode. Like, people don't take it quite as seriously. Nice. Bigger number, better person. It's a Ludwigism. Where was I? Right, so, like, people are going to take series a little bit more seriously. So maybe that's something that you're running into. But you can't really ultimately control too much about how your team plays. Like, yeah, you can decide which teammates you're going to want to play with to some degree. But overall, it comes down to, like, how hard can you carry any given team. So anytime that you find yourself worrying about teammates in, like, a random matchmaking, you gotta think, like, okay, well, it's either this or I'm playing coordinated competitive play where I actually have a say in what my teammates do. Those are my two options. And I've picked the one that doesn't involve coordination, so I have to understand that there's not going to be full control over what goes on here. Series actually does take letter ranks into account. I don't believe it does. I think it's all based on your Glicko rating, which is independent. The reason I say that is that I've heard talk of people who are in A rank but have the S rank badges. S or S plus rank badges. I'm zoning the brush here, but I'm not sure if that's the most useful thing for me to do. Okay, well, I get a pick out of it. They just tried to solo special and go in. The junior over here somewhere. Junior's gonna try and push that, and I did not have the room to get around them. We didn't even get it to the pedestal either. We might be able to make a run for it here. No, we did. Oh no, we did make it to the pedestal. I don't actually know what the number is for that. I thought it was 68, but I think that was a different map. We're just gonna chill here for a minute. Could probably have gotten that guy. There are two people here. Got one of them. The junior decided to leave, which I think is wise, although you're not applying enough pressure to stop me from doing this. Thought I saw someone here, but I guess they've backed up since. There we go. If I overcommit to that, I just run into a brush and die. But because I waited and let my teammate take care of it, it was a lot safer for me. Okay. That shot I fired for the Rainmaker got us probably like 10 extra points or something. So that was pretty good. I don't like this jump, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. Okay. That's about what should have happened. What I would have liked to see from my teammate was a jump further back once they recognized that we were mostly down. Jump back like this would have been perfectly safe. Okay, let me get this jump. And now we move up quickly. I'm really close to Big Bubbler, but it might be more important for me to just get us space. Yes, that was, in fact, more important in that moment. Wish there was a C rank badge. I mean, unlocking ranks, right? There's got to be something for that. Or maybe there's not, because, like, they let some people skip it. Maybe access to ranked is its own reward. Pair character punching the air with fist and bump written on his knuckles. I don't know this meme. But thank you so much, Are You for Eel? Appreciate it. Oh, cat, no. Okay. Cat almost knocked my microphone over. Alright. Not bad, not bad. The best sub-abilities for shooters. So, traditionally, what you tended to... Like, this is more coming from a Splatoon 2 mindset, and it might be a little bit different now, but... Traditionally, what you tended to see was one sub of Special Saver because it got you disproportionate amount of benefit. You got like a sub or two of Ink Resistance, although that was largely to counter the effect of main power-up. There are still some weapons that definitely want it, like Splatlings want it, Dualies probably want it because they're spending a lot more time in enemy ink. So there's definitely still an argument for it. Bomb Defense Deluxe, I think they nerfed the number of things that covers, so that also might not be a thing that you want anymore. And then whatever you need to get the amount of Intensify action that you want, depending on how accurate your shooter is. Obviously, you're not going to want to run that on a splash, but on something like a 52 or a shot, I would think it's a pretty big deal. Where would it rank among the other Grizz weapons? I have not played Splatoon 3 with Grizzco weapons yet. So I know nothing about how they work or what they are. Very unfortunate. As soon as they get popped, we need to be getting out of there. Okay, so the mini is actually up top there. They're safe for the time being. They're dropping in. I don't know if I can help that. I can't afford to help that. The Rainmaker's on the far right side. Huh. Our E-Leader is named Alan with an exclamation mark, and their E-Leader is named Adam with an exclamation mark. I wonder if they know each other. One's all caps, though. There's a little bit of lack of coordination there. Nice. Oh, I was too far off. There we go. We get that. We almost get this. Oh, okay. We got it. We got it. Just the leader. All we need is the E-Leader out of the way. Playing it safe. Which is fine as long as we survive. Where's the reflux? Reflux is over here. Oh my god. Nice. Okay. Very frustrating there that the reflux was able to get away with that. There was literally only one thing that we had to worry about, and we missed that one thing. Oh my god, I have no ink. Okay. There we go. I really like that little Rainmaker icon that shows up when you are the one who picks it up, because I would not have known who had it. I actually thought my teammate got it first. Is there a reflux in Rainmaker? I mean, missiles are good everywhere. It doesn't have a lot of stopping power, though. I don't think it's great. It's different between Slayer, Midline, and Skirmisher. So you're mixing up some sets of terms there. Frontline, midline, backline is a term that refers to ranges of weapons. But ranges don't necessarily dictate exactly what that weapon should do. I have a video coming out literally tomorrow explaining the terms Slayer and Skirmisher. But to give a brief explanation, a skirmisher is someone who is engaging the enemy, getting their attention, but trying not to die. And a slayer takes advantage of the skirmisher getting their attention in order to actually get the pick. So it's kind of a set play that you can set up impromptu just with any random teammates that you have. Like, as soon as you see that someone's going after your teammate, they're the skirmisher, you're the slayer, you go in. As soon as that player rotates their aggro back to you, you're now the skirmisher, your teammate is the slayer. That's kind of how it works. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard Jem say I have a video for that, then I have at least 5 nickels. Yeah, the videos, I mean, the videos are designed to cover questions that I get a lot. Like, you think, like, okay, what is it that people need to know? Like, what is it that people don't know that will get them the most value? And usually those are the questions that I'm getting asked most frequently. So, I mean, it's little wonder that that's what I would make the videos about. This was a mistake. Yeah, that's not going anywhere else. We can drop back behind this because they're behind cover. Oh, no, they're not behind cover. They're on the wrong side of cover. Oh, no. That's highly unfortunate. Okay, well, they're not going to move ahead very quickly. Unfortunately, they don't need to move too far. Nice, that's 2 down. It's going to be 1 on the left, and Blob doing those things. They didn't stop me from coming across. They probably just didn't see because they were getting shot at. There's a roller going through there. Yeah. Nice. Okay, let's do this. That'll at least get us further forward. But now we're going to have to back up. Spoon, please back up far enough that our jumps do not die. Okay, they did. That's good. People should be jumping into that. Man. Okay, yeah, we got 1 jump in. That's good, that's good. That's exactly what we had time for. I don't like being first around here. Nice. Very delayed pick. Oh, I almost got that one too. Oh, I didn't have ink. Rip. Okay, good shot. Good stuff, Looples. I've been playing with Looples a lot lately. Nice. Blaster things. Nice. That's a really good use of Big Bubbler. I'm surprised we haven't, like, picked it up. I don't know what's going on behind us. Like, we've had them held here for a couple of spawns at this point. Yeah, they needed to hit those shots. Okay. Nice, that's a wipe. And we're working on getting the Rainmaker up. Where did that go? Okay, someone right on the jump. Got him with the chicken, though! Let's go. I love my chickens. They do my bidding. Why don't you guys do my bidding? That's not true. You do my bidding sometimes. Cool. Got another pick to just pad the stats out a little bit. Because they were ink vacking while we were pushing the Rainmaker. That is not a thing that stops the Rainmaker. I guess maybe they were hoping that we would, like, shoot at it enough that it would fill up and they could use the explosion to splat it, but, like, not doing anything to stop it. Who is the teddy bear? The teddy bear is Mr. Grizz. And he was given to me in celebration of hitting 30K on YouTube. 30K subs. Well, at least Mr. Grizz is being animated right now. Sigh. Okay, 1 second. I go to fix my webcam. I'm pretty sure that the problem with the webcam stems from some kind of change that happened in the update of OBS, because it has actually been a problem in the past. This has happened several years ago. Several years ago, while I was just streaming on my personal stream. This happened all the time, and an update changed it, and now an update has happened, and it's happening again. So I'm pretty sure it's just a software issue, and that we'll kind of just have to keep doing that. But at least there's a fix for it. Protect the king. I have not heard of that. At least Mr. Grizz is constant. My presence may not be as steady, but Mr. Grizz here is always watching over us. Or watching us, I don't know. One of the two. I'd probably put Stamper at Skirmisher, actually, but it's... There's, It's like, I feel like with the kit, they want it to be a Slayer, but the main weapon lends itself towards playing more like a Rapid Blaster. What is Mr. Grizz's opinion on the slanderous ending? No comment. Updating OBS is never a good idea. See, here's the thing, right? A lot of the times, like, software updates can be frustrating and they change things and, like, mess around with stuff they don't need to mess with. But there's always the thought in my head, what if there was a security aspect to this update, you know? What if this thing was, like, susceptible to some virus? And this patch makes it so that you are not vulnerable to that virus. Like, if someone had a backdoor to my Twitch account, let's say, or YouTube account, how could they use that to mess with me? So I always get the update, even if it screws things up sometimes. I feel like they would have said that in the update notes. I do that for most things, but not this. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, hey, it's Salvalis! Salvalis is another competitive player. I played with them in a Midpoint Draft Cup. And that actually was the Midpoint Draft Cup that got us into Midpoint. We took, I think, tied for 5th. Okay, nice. We get pop, and with that we get a pick. And I do not have the range to hit that, and nobody else went for it. So now we're down 1. There's a cooler. I will be ignoring that to maintain stealth. I am running Ninja Squid. I need it back. I only get hit by that one. Oh my god. I was about to say, as long as I only get hit by that one, I'm fine, but I got hit by the second one. It should be enough. Pop this to stay safe. Well, okay. Guess I'm not safe. Job, well, 1-for-1 trade. Kind of need to maintain numbers here. We just kind of let that through there. That happened right in front of us. Ugh. Okay. This is probably safe to leave for resets, especially since we have all of mid cleared like this. Push up. Well, tried to squid roll through it, but this gal is not letting a lot through. Ooh, this might not be safe. Here, and then since nobody else is going to pick this up, we move through. We actually got really close to lead there. If we can stay there, we might be able to get it. We've got a Dapples on the shield. That'll pop it quick. There we go. Nice. Okay, from here, all bets are off. Never mind. We go for it. I will take a push to 10. That is very defensible. Oh boy, am I dead? No, I'm not. No, I'm dead. Yeah, we got split up really badly there. There's not enough paint control. Okay, be really careful there, splash player. We do not want you engaging unless you've got a crab tank. Okay, they got a pick actually. Oh boy. Whew. Hi, cat. You get fed in a half hour. was a very autopilot play that I made there. I'm surprised it worked as well as it did. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cat is inspecting Mr. Grizz. Has determined him to be safe and is now trying to get me to pet him again. And that distracted me from the Rainmaker shot. Cat, you're not going to find what you're looking for here right now. I have 45 more seconds that I owe to my humans here. My squid human hybrids, I suppose. Whew, got it up just in time. Oh! Trade that, nice. Okay. So they only had 2 players up, one of them is Rainmaker carrier. We probably could have pushed that a little bit more aggressively, but I understand us wanting to play it safe. However, this is a problem. I don't think we can stop this in time. Need Rainmaker shield. That's upsetting. And now the cat's gone. Now I can actually give him attention, and he decided not to. Oh, did we have a DC? Was that what happened? I totally missed it. Man. What? Do you want my love now? Now I can give it to you. No, he doesn't want... He wants my food. That's all he wants. Thanks for your videos. I'm a player since Splat 1, but it had been a long time since playing, and I was intimidated by ranked. Your tips help. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yep. The splash DC'd. Very unfortunate. Sigh. Oh, so I got top overall splatter, and by that we mean I tied with all of my teammates for splats. Cat interference, hard mode initiated. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Junko Screw You Change. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. Player is this good jumping, not running back from spawn? It depends. Ideally, yes, you do want to super jump back from spawn when you can, but you need to make a good judgment about whether it's safe to jump. Because if you jump and just die, it's not worth as much as running out. How do you hold your controller in matches? I always feel uncomfortable. I have my forearms on my thighs, and I use pushing my arms forward and backwards and mostly my wrists to spin it. That way it's got a really stable platform to be on, and I'm not likely to, you know, accidentally just start holding it too far up or down like this. Have any tips for squid rolls? I feel like I constantly forget that it exists. It's very situational. The most I would do is try to engage with it when, like, you have a blaster or something and you basically want to become like a blaster dualies. The best use case for squid roll by far, I think, is when you're on a wall. Being able to do this is a game changer. This gives you an option that you would not normally have had, because if you don't have the ability to squid roll off the wall like this, the best you've got is like dropping off and trying to do that, and that screws your camera up, and that makes it really difficult to hit shots. It's like, being able to do this is really nice. This is probably like my favorite new movement mechanic, that you can hop off the wall like this. There we go. It can be useful in I found myself doing it a lot with fizzy bombs. So, like, if I'm just, like, throwing fizzy bombs... how was I doing it? I think, like, I would, like, squid roll into charging a fizzy. But faster. There we go. I do it like this. This is really good for when you're trying to be unpredictable about charging a fizzy. And it's nice for, like, slower weapons if they're kind of, I don't know. The thing about it that has really soured me on squid rolling is that it's actually pretty slow. It seems like, you know, it's fast because it's got that initial burst movement, but you do slow down a bit. Like, the initial burst is fast, but as you're flying through the air, you're not going as fast as you are when you're swimming. Like, you're at max swim speed as soon as you substrafe. Whereas, when you're squid rolling, you land at max swim speed, but at substrafing, you can start at max swim speed. So, you actually, I think, move slower than, like, even when you're... You move at the same speed, I think, as when you're walking. If you squid roll onto, like, a grate or something. Like, let's say that this line right here is a grate that I'm about to get up to. And so, like, I'm trying to move across the grate from here to here as fast, or from here to here, let's say, as fast as I possibly can, like that one on Eel Tail. If you literally just walk like this, that's the same speed as if you squid roll onto the grate. And that you actually go across that distance just as fast either way. I tested that out and went, like, frame by frame, and it's pretty much indistinguishable. It's at the point where I can't control for execution that consistently to really show which one is faster or slower. So it's very much the same speed. Hear the term substrafe all the time. How do you do it? Substrafing is a technique for turning around. What you do is you cancel your swim with the sub-weapon throwing animation. So normally when you're swimming, if you try and spin around, you do this really slow turnaround animation sort of thing. I'm using Ninja Squid, so you can't see it as well, but well, let's just take the Ninja Squid off for a second and show you. So, like, there's a minute where you have to, like, pause there to turn around. Substrafing, though, as soon as you press down the button to start holding a sub-weapon, doesn't matter if you're talking about a fizzy or an ink mine or whatever else, you stop completely still, instantly. And from this position, you can immediately swim wherever you want to, starting at max speed. Or very quickly getting to max speed. I'm not sure if you start at max speed. So what you do is you swim, sub, and then you just get it going faster. And then you can just do crazy things. It's one of the most maneuverable movement techniques. So, like, with squid rolling, you know, I'm going to overshoot a little bit unless I cancel with an attack or something, which isn't always fast. But with substrafing, I can just hug this whole shape as precisely as I want to. And I get around those at pretty much max swim speed the whole way. So that's the advantage of substrafing. Got me turning my Switch on to try it. There we go. Yes, yes. Good. Play Splatoon 3. Alright. Does 52 gal need a nerf, more RNG, or special output? Honestly, no. I think 52 is in a better place than it was. I like that it is viable, but not broken. If anything needs a nerf, the thing about Sloshing Machine, I don't even necessarily, like, want to see it nerfed. I want to see everything else buffed to its level. And I want the maps designed so that it isn't so toxic. Because it's really the maps that are making Sloshing Machine so strong. You put those on its, like, more open Splatoon 2 maps, and it's not as good as it is in this game. It's still very strong and does some stuff very well, but there's just so many choke points that it's way stronger than it should be with better map design. Okay, they're paying attention to me, so I want to be a little bit careful. There are at least 2 people looking this way, and I need to jump out now. I did get one with the bomb, so I'm having a net positive on the team, even though I did what is basically a half respawn by jumping out. That's kind of how to think about it. You're basically respawning, but faster. It's like a tactical or buff where you're not giving up your visibility for it. Going to that direction. I'm going to try and flank over here, get their attention on this. They might go down here? No, they don't. Alright, they dropped into it. That's fine. What is going on back there? Okay, I guess someone slipped through. Shoot. I got so far in that I couldn't account for everybody. This is really dangerous. I should probably not stay. And that's exactly why. Ah, they didn't get hit once? Man. Oh boy. Okay, that's 2. We chase this guy off the ledge. They go back around to the left in all likelihood. Okay. Just wondering where they went. I'd probably die. We feel a little bit sluggish. Like, we're not moving up quite as fast as we could when we get advantages. Oh, man. I should have just dropped off. I saw my teammate going for it and was like, well, let's try and support this, but I don't think it was safe to try. Right. I didn't want to get in too deep, because if I get in too deep, the Booyah Bomb just killed me. That forced me forward. Good bombs from Jules there. This is good junior play. And we're really just running in and dying a lot. I like that we have the special to force them back a little bit. Oh, wow. I thought it was far enough away from that. Again, good bombs. We still haven't cleared out a base, huh? It was a 3v2. We still can't outpaint this because we're too many down. I'm just trying to pre-fire the Rainmaker every time, and I don't think that's working. I just wish I had something more reliable for stopping the Rainmaker than a auto bomb. Okay. What was important there was denying them the ability to pick it up. At this point, I'm not worried about them getting more points, I'm just worried about them KOing it. We're being really passive there, staying back all the way there in spawn. We're not going to have any access to mid if we just stay back there. Okay. We need to pick it up. We got it. Surprised that didn't even hit. Like, I painted their feet. How did the indirect not connect? Ugh. Is Clash good? The main weapon is not. The kit's solid, which it's about the best kit that the Clash Blaster is ever going to get, but I just don't see that main weapon ever being successful in its current state. It's too short range for the low damage that it does, and it doesn't even paint that much either. So unlike, say, an arrow spray, which has the same problem, at least the arrow spray paints. Clash doesn't even do that. So it's going to lean really heavily on its kit, on its bomb plus Trizuka, which is like one of the best kits you can give a weapon in the game, in the general case, but I still see no reason to pick it over a V Blaster or a Luna Blaster unless you're, like, really, really not confident in your aim. And that still doesn't help you because missing a bunch of shots but just spraying around with, like, a splatter shot will still work better for you than, like, just barely managing to indirect people with the Clash Blaster. Why run second intensify over LDE? Because I don't like how inconsistent jump shots are without a full 2 mains of LD or of IA, and I think Ninja Squid's more important than LDE for this weapon. Yes, the ink efficiency would be nice, and I do run some ink efficiency subs at the moment, mainly because they're what got farmed. But I try to just play the weapon to its ink efficiency as it is. That was really unfortunate timing to be jumping out there. Okay, we did get him though. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get in there in time. That's a tip for frontline weapons, especially if you're playing with somebody else. Running past the Rainmaker like that often gives you access to people who are trying to, like, pre-fire it, trying to shoot it before people pick it up. And it can help you get a lot of picks, like, in solo queue sorts of environments. Going for it. Keeping it there can work as long as we're able to safely exist in that spot. We had to pick it up at some point. There wasn't really a good point to do it. But better to have it there, I think, than to have it reset, even though I have to respawn. Because, like, look, they're only just getting to mid now. And they've kind of had to fight their way there. They used a special to get down there. If we just, like, back up and let them have it, well, I guess we could still resist them getting down to it. But they had to spend someone pushing the Rainmaker themselves. Oh, I didn't come up in time. Yeah, that really has to be very preemptive. Okay. I think this is safe. No, it's not, because we didn't see the range blaster sneaking up. But good job trading that back, Adrian. We're still fine. Nice. We can have picked that up a while ago. There are people who I splatted while we could have picked that up that are now respawned. There's a really, really slow pickup that... I mean... we just lost our window at that point. That's a lot of woomies. I couldn't stop it. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got a Trizuka out. That should keep them pinned down for a little bit. Oh, nice job, Adrian. Blaster's right here. Okay, I'll take that trade. Popping the Booyah Bomb before we pick up. Totally fine. Just gonna heal here while I've got the shield protecting me. Just the Tri-Stringer. Cut them off from this angle. They can't move. Nice. Okay, that push at the end was really good. Bubble bought us a lot of time. Kept our position further forward. Teammates were able to follow up on that, and I was able to get some aggression off that I was still safe taking. So that's awesome. Spawn shield. Yes, that's just ink armor with no knockback. It's the same as a squid roll or a squid surge. Rainmaker ends in either a timeout or in 10 seconds. Yep. That's pretty accurate. Knockouts take a lot of setup, but setup can happen if you just splat everybody. What's your favorite shooter? I assume you mean like shooter class weapon in Splatoon. And that would be the splatter shot. I played T-Tech for a very long time in Splatoon 2. And so that's what I'm both most used to and best at. And it has a really good kit. It is one of the best kits. Have any tips for dualies? Use your rolls sparingly. Use them when you need to use them, because if you overuse them, you just get stuck. Man. We have a DC. Game should end shortly. Yeah. Do you think Hydra is a good weapon? That's an interesting question, because on one hand, in the meta right now, it's definitely not doing well. People are having problems running it because it gets a lot of stuff thrown at it and because E-leaders are so strong right now. But the weapon itself, like, could in theory be strong if any number of different things were to change. If the maps were to be reworked, if missiles were to be nerfed, if Fizzy Bomb were to be nerfed, or, you know, the machine or whatever. There are a lot of things that could bring the Hydra to a place where it's good. Because, like, the main weapon, its biggest problem is just mobility and the fact that it loses charge if it gets stuff thrown at it. But those are weaknesses that can be overcome if those factors around it do change somehow. At the moment, though, running a Splatling it feels hard to justify, despite the fact that it has the best kit that it's ever had. The Hydra in particular. About the application of it to Turf War not ranked. I mean, there is a conversation to be had about competitive Turf War. Whether those individuals are actually having that exact conversation, or whether their understanding of the game is just more limited due to not having experienced the game on a competitive level, that's another question. That one we can definitely get. And we can get this too. Beautiful. Just the heavy's down. We pick that up, we go. We run forward and try and help Adrian here. Man. It was really hard to follow Adrian there because they had a curling bomb. I was like beelining for them and still couldn't quite keep up. Now, the fact that we only got it this far in that time is surprising to me. I don't feel like that's the way that it needed to be. Yeah, I don't know what else I was supposed to do there. I was marked. I had no chance of getting back into cover. And most of them just body blocking for someone there. No way we got away with that. That was silly. That shouldn't have worked. Okay, there we go. Now we're moving fast. Good stuff. Yeah, Adrian was just slaying. Like, they carried that game. Look at how little paint we needed to put in our own base. Sorry if this is something you've answered before. What's the best way to take my game from pretty above average to competitive level? Like your videos, but you don't have enough. Pretty above average to competitive level. I mean, the best I can say is start playing with a team or in tournaments. You know, if you can't find like a steady team, get a pickup together for a tournament here and there, and start interacting with competitive players. Start, you know, learning the game from them. The way to do something and get better at it is to do it more, but thoughtfully. Good practice makes good. Perfect practice makes perfect. So, if you want to get to a competitive level, well, you got to play competitively. A lot of people get this idea like, oh, I'm not good enough for tournaments yet. And you've got that backwards. You get good by playing tournaments. Like, you get good by playing scrims, not that you get good enough for the scrims first and then take that in. Like, it's backwards there. You don't, like, get good enough at cooking to be able to cook, you know? Maybe, like, okay, yeah, you don't want to rely on your cooking skills if the Queen of England is visiting, if you've just started, but, like, at some point, you gotta actually put something in the oven if you're gonna learn how to do it well. So just do it. Do it and be thoughtful. Everyone can cook. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not, you know, as good as I am at this game because I'm some, you know, programmed human, like, that I have just the genetic code that enables me to have gamer genes and shoot things really well. Like, people will talk about, like, oh, people have such fast reaction times. No, they don't. They know the game better than most people. Game knowledge is way, way more important in any competitive title than any other factor for whether a player can get good at it. The faster you accumulate game knowledge that's useful to you, the better you're going to get faster. It's that simple. So just play to learn, and you'll get there. We didn't hit that many shots, but we hit enough shots. That's all that we really need. It's just this splatter shot. Where are they sharking? Not behind us. Good. They must have spawned in. We must have gotten them earlier. Okay. If I hadn't jumped there, I might have been able to get a special off in time. I still would have died, but I at least would have given it there for my teammates. They might have been able to use it. Should be game. Nice. Just lost a Rainmaker match because my teammate would take the Rainmaker and hide with it. Ooh. That's the worst. Never run the Rainmaker backwards. If you're going to do anything with it and not try to push it forward, jump it off the side and reset it to mid. But running it backwards is just asking for them to get sniped, get a booyah bomb thrown at them, get missiles shot at them, get a random bomb thrown at them. Like, there's so many ways that someone can get splatted from very long range in this game. It's not worth risking having it in your base when that happens. Pay your taxes. Got all these people, your tax fraud and tax evasion. But then, this is the one lone ranger out here, the bounty hunter. They're out here to get people to pay their taxes. Any tips on getting spawn camped? Do not drop down without the rest of your team. Ideally, get a special first. But if you're being spawn camped, you are probably at an advantage because of it. Because the opposing team has to push into an area where you have uncontestable high ground to work with. So you can probably set up in a way that, given enough time, you will be able to break that spawn camp very reliably, as long as you just execute on the idea. That went very well with no help of my own. Well, that was the worst bomb I could have possibly thrown in that position. Okay, that bomb at least got my teammate up. Unfortunately, my feet are still painted and I can't get anywhere. This is going to be challenging to push into, especially there, because they have double backline. We're going to need to be very careful and throw a lot of things at them before we can really do much. They'd probably get checkpoint for this. I think we're forced away. That was a really good rain they threw. I'm firing those shots knowing that they might miss with the intent of forcing them to go in a certain direction. I'm covering an angle there. Clean. Okay. Oh, no. That phone is in a place that is going to be difficult for me to grab. I apologize if this is loud. It probably is. It is time to feed my cat. That is what that means. Where did the Rainmaker go? What happened there? Man, I wish I had gotten splatted earlier. Enemy team, let me turn this alarm off. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Now the cat's going to be gnawing at my leg for the next 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, good. We didn't drop down there. Having dropped down would have been a big problem for me. Yeah, that's about what I expected that reef slider to do. Charging into... Oh, hello. Hi. Man. Well. Hello, hello. We're behind us. I did. Ouch. They probably could have known that that was happening. So the nice thing is they have Tacticooler, so we know if they come up this ramp. If we get this, we're in good shape. There we go. Alright, one more, my ouch. Ah. We're really far back here. We're just farming for missiles, or did we just get back in, or... Oh, wait, no, wait, I forget what the bamboo actually has. I don't think it's missiles anymore. Meow, I know. Killer whale that it's got? I can't recall. Nice. Wait, are they behind? Oh, they snuck behind me. Whoops. My bad, teammate. I'm just gonna try and hole up here. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, boy! I tried to main strafe there. That's an issue that happens if I play shooters and then switch to blaster. Okay, I think I'm behind the podium here, so this jump should be fine. Yeah. Can I sneak in on this? Hi. Oh, no. Oh, the shot didn't even go off. Okay, good job, teammate. Good job following up on that. We keep getting flanked by this zap, which is preventing us from doing things quickly, but it's okay because we're keeping the rest of the team back consistently enough that we don't have to worry about whatever is going to happen in front. There's someone back here. What? Okay, cool. Okay, cat feeding time. We're fooding the cat. Yes, that's that's what's happening. Okay, cat is fed. I want to address something that's I've been seeing a lot in chat, which is people worried about like how fast they're improving. And I would just like to say, give it time. it's one thing to see a mistake and recognize that it's a mistake, but there's an extra step that we don't give ourselves enough credit for, which is that we need to, you know, practice fixing that mistake in the moment. And that's not easy to do. That takes recognizing what was causing the mistake in the first place and remedying that. And that's not always an easy thing to kind of psychoanalyze in yourself. So one thing I will say is, like, if you, like, take a recording of yourself now and just, like, save it somehow, and then watch that back in 2 months, you'll be like, oh my god, I was awful at the game then. Like, you will have improved considerably from point A to point B if you're just playing thoughtfully and playing to learn. Just give it time. Leader, where's the leader? There's the leader. They're down. I like that that's an E-leader named Charger Sucks. That is the weapon that makes the Charger outclassed. Way too far forward. Yeah, what can happen is, like, an E-leader player, they get, you know, pushed up with the rest of their team, and the rest of the team goes down, and they lack the awareness that the rest of the team is down and don't actually take that time to back up. I'd just like to point out that I outpainted the Splash-O-Matic on our team in that game. What? I'm a blaster. How is that a thing? Maybe they were the Rainmaker carrier. Maybe that's why that happened. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Because it wasn't the bamboo that picked up. That's probably why. No, I don't think the Splash-O-Matic died, if I remember correctly. Any Splatana wiper tips? I don't really understand the wiper's identity right now. There are some people who are getting a better feel for it, but the best that I've figured so far is that it's a weapon that has the ability to one-shot, albeit slower than other weapons that one-shot, and the ability to kite, albeit worse than weapons that kite. So a playstyle that I would think to make for the Splatana wiper would involve wanting to do both of those things somehow. I guess maybe you try and play it kind of similar to, like, a discount Tetradulies, where you're going in and getting them to engage you, but then either backing up or rushing straight forward, like getting into the ranges that are optimal for you, depending on what your matchup is. It's like, you want to have experience on both a roller and dually squelchers, I feel like, to play that weapon well. Oh no, we're getting pushed really far back here. Okay, we got our work cut out for us. But we did get a stop. There is someone in mid, right here. They ran me around in circles, but I had the whole of my team, so I wasn't so worried about it. Does that hit me from here? Yes, it does. We run. Ah. We don't run fast enough. Good pick on the heavy, though. That'll save us some time. Actually got another one on the splash. We've got some ways in here. This isn't over. Nice. Followed up on that. Well, I tried. There are two of them there. That's why this is going badly. I did not recognize there was a second player there, and my teammate probably didn't either. Jump to this player, because the player ahead is going to have to back up, and I would have died to, like, the heavy if I had jumped in there. Nice. Oh, no, I needed to hit that one. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay. Just the heavy. Where's the heavy? Heavy's still up at the top here. They're down. Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That was good. Oh, man. Any tips for not getting salty? My best understanding of that, my theory about it right now, is that if you're getting upset about your results in the game, that stems primarily from needing to work on humility, on feeling like you deserve better results than you are getting. And so instead, try working on, when something goes wrong, attempting to learn from it, rather than seeking out reasons why that happened. Don't, because that turns into blaming. But instead think, okay, what can I have done better? What can I learn? Don't worry about what your teammates did. Don't worry about the weapons, the meta, anything like that in that moment. Think, what decision could I have made differently? Or what mechanically went wrong that caused that to happen? A lot of the time, a decision that caused that to happen is maybe 5 or 10 seconds back. So you've got to think carefully about what it was that actually went in, and this is where recording yourself and playing back over can help. But at the end of the day, it's all about making sure that you're not feeling entitled to results. Because that prevents you from learning and also really hurts emotionally. If I hit this shot... No, I don't. That's sad. It was a really good start. I had a good plan for that fight. I executed it perfectly. I was trying to squid roll there, and it did not come out. Nice. Pinned them with my teammate there. Nobody's picking up, so I'll just go for it and dunk it. Nice thing about first check is that I can go ahead and dunk it. Okay. Looks like nobody's dropped back for it. Nice thing about first checkpoint, I was going to say, is that I can go and dunk it, but still be able to frontline afterwards. You actually start scoring a lot sooner when trying to go around that corner than I thought you would. I like that my teammate is getting behind the mid here. Make it safe for me to jump in. Oh, right, they go up. I forget that they don't just go from side to side sometimes, and so I'm just like, oh, if I get over this, I'm fine. Ha! Nice. Surprised that splatted me, actually. I'm not used to getting one-shot by the tri-stringer. I forget that it's a thing that they can do. They're just zipping around there, aren't they? Yeah, that's about how that's gonna go. That, I think, is the blaster's, like, ideal use of a big bubbler. It's to advance into a space that your team doesn't control and suddenly control it. And, like, now the enemy team has to just adjust, like, oh, we just have less map control than we had before because there's this special here, and inside this special is a blaster. It's a little bit different from how a junior is going to use it because they don't control that space as well. There's always a backliner that tries to retreat to that top right to try and take one more shot. If I can just snuff that, then we've usually got a pretty free ride up. Thoughts about Hero Shot Replica as opposed to the Splatter Shot? I prefer the Splatter Shot, but Hero Shot Replica is fine too. If you're asking about the weapon itself, it's one of the best in the game. Sloshing Machine is on a whole nother level right now, but that weapon is pretty close on its heels. It's probably one of the next two best weapons, I think. Well, that was laggy. Oh my god. See, sometimes, I don't know, maybe that one I missed. Yeah, okay, that one went over its head. That's what the problem is there. I didn't aim down enough. Ah, man. Every so often, the game will just freeze for like a split second and everything will feel wrong. Do I not have more catalog pages? What's going on over here? I feel like I've definitely leveled it up at this point. I've gone through like 2 tickets. Huh. I need to look at that experience bar again when I'm done with the ticket. Shabby locker. That is very expensive, unfortunately. And I have I have Sheldon licenses. I didn't know that. That's really good. Okay, what have I been thinking of trying? I want to try grabbing these. And what else do I want to do? Maybe Blob? Thinking Blob or Jet. Jet, like, the kit just does not seem great right now. I mean, not that the Blobs is that much better, but... I'm just thinking of, like, what is it that I want to make content about at this point? Because all of these weapons are weapons that I will never use competitively. And did I check these yet? I don't know if I checked these yet. I do have a lot of money. Why is your catalog level relatively low? I mean, some people have been saying it's relatively high. I don't... It's about the amount that you play the game. That's a really cool sweater. I don't think I'm ever going to get use out of Thermalink. But it is a really cool sweater. That's what I have to say about that. I mean, might as well have one token drop roller shoe, I guess. These are probably going to be more useful, though. Oh, right, it's only 30k, because this is the second star. Yeah, we'll put it on there. Never. What weapons do I use for comp? I play Splattershot and Blaster. I could definitely flex onto Splashmatic. I'm not great with the crab yet. That is something that I'm still working on. But everything else about that weapon I'm very comfortable with. And I'm even hitting, you know, some sick jump shots and stuff like that. Speaking of which, I think I'm good on blaster practice for today. I might actually grab that now and start working on that. So I don't need Intensify Action basically at all here. It's not important for this weapon. It frees up the gear a lot. Can probably start farming on the stealth jump here. Do I need this for any reason? I don't think so. What is open on right now? Tower control? Yeah, I don't need object shredder for basically any reason. Yeah, let's do it. I'm probably comfy enough on this weapon that I could run it in series. I don't think I'd be like using it or anything, but get a little bit of variety in here. It's not just all Rainmaker Hammerhead. Thoughts on brushes in competitive play? I think they're in the same place they were in Splatoon 2, which is they're definitely viable if you want to run them. It's not something that people are going to go out of their way to run because it takes so much to learn. But I don't think they've ever really been bad. And I don't think they're bad now. So if you enjoyed the brushes, like, by all means, you know, have at it and try and push them as far as they'll go. We're not seeing a lot of them in competitive play right now, but I think they're fine. I think they're... Well, okay. The one thing that's worse about them in this game is that the maps are not well designed for a weapon that wants to flank a lot, because you don't have very many options for doing that. Everyone's running Ninja Squid so that you can get through contested areas better. And, so that takes a little bit of the utility out of running with them. Running with the brush down. Nice. Ah, up. Darn. It has been a while since I played this mode. I don't even remember exactly where the tower path goes. I keep hitting something. There it is. Yeah. Got him, nice. Come on, do something, I dare you. Yeah, we don't want to worry that much about this Katana Wiper. The Wiper's not in our way. This one I have to back up from. Rapid controls all that space if they can see me. It's if they can't see me that they have a problem. I'm just pre-firing that angle, because that's the angle that the charger can actually come up and attack us from. I'm the last one here, but I think I can... Okay. I needed to make the charger miss there, and they had too good of a shot lined up. But those are definitely weapons that in isolated 1v1s I expect to be able to beat at that range. Oh, hi. Am I good? No, I'm not. Okay. Let me just back up here, because we don't want to challenge a charger in that position. They're not pushed that far up, considering how much pressure they just had. This, however, is probably death. Although, we take one down with us there, because that rapid got way closer than they needed to win that fight. I think, well, what happens a lot of the time, the way that you beat a longer ranged weapon a lot, is that you pretend like you're going to try and run away, and then they close the distance for you, because they're thinking they need to in order to be able to hit their shots. When what they really should do is just, like, let you get away. My special's better than yours. I respect my teammates for not jumping into that. That was a bit of a crazy push. Gonna try and drop down? Guess you are. Ah, great. I saw them stop shooting after they had fired. So I was like, well, you're a splatling, so you die for that. Wow, okay. Delayed wipe. You cannot defend from where you want to defend. You have to defend from over here. I'd probably die for this. Unless... Oh, okay. Well, it's fine. They couldn't get anywhere near the tower. I didn't actually think I was S+7. I forgot how many times I ranked up. New Squid School streams. Excited to watch. Welcome. Good to have you. It's my sensitivity. +5/+5. I don't think sensitivity is especially important. I've seen top players anywhere between -2 and +5. So it's kind of personal preference. I do think frontliners benefit more from higher sensitivities, and backliners benefit more from slightly lower ones. But I personally think, like, if you were to, you know, optimize a taskbot to play this game, you would want it at all +5 cents. And so I've spent a long time just trying to get used to playing at max sense so I can aim faster and turn my wrists less. Also, because max sense feels very cool when you turn around and hit a snap, like, 180 degrees behind you. Doing, like, this stuff, where... Oh. My wrist caught on something. Doing, like, this sort of thing, where you just spin around and delete someone. It's nice. And I'm not doing it very well. Yeah, what I do is I have my forearms on my thighs while I play, so the only thing that can move is my wrists, basically. Or if I want to slide my arms forward and back. That's all the movement that I've got in there. Jerry, team with me? Sure. Who am I joining on, Debbie? Are you playing with Reborn right now? Tips for B rank. I have an entire YouTube video on that. Now, the caveat to it is that B rank in this game means a lot less than B rank meant in Splatoon 2, because in this game, your rank, like the letter rank, is completely independent of your actual like matchmaking rating, your Glicko 2 power. So it's not the best measure, but I do have videos that go through the typical progression of like, here's what people at beginner level are still figuring out. Here's what people at the next level up tend to learn, and what they need to learn past that, and so on and so forth, all the way up to a level beyond what I can play. If I can get out of solo, then great. I see. You won't join, Kappa. You're right, I won't. I'll join Devi. Clam, blitz, undertow, and sturgeon. I'll play blaster on this. Blaster. This would feel really good on both of these maps. I was messing with this earlier. Let's give it a shot. Can't hurt to learn. What was I running on this earlier? I think I run this. This might actually be what I run on this. I feel like there was something else. Maybe it was like ink efficiency or something. Yo, it's a raid from Promise the One. Thank you. Welcome, Promise the One and crew. Welcome, my guinea pig friends. Does Turf War matchmaking affect Anarchy matchmaking? I don't believe so. But, you do have skill-based matchmaking in Turf War. Like in Splatoon 2, I did smurfing for content on a couple of different occasions. And when I did, I would find that, like, in order to level myself up to be able to unlock ranked, I would play in Turf War, and the first round I would be put up against, you know, new players. But then by, like, the third round, they was already pairing me up against prestige players. And by, like, round 5, like, I was playing against people who definitely had competitive experience. So, like, there is definitely some kind of matchmaking in Turf. I just couldn't tell you exactly how it works. It's probably based on Glicko somehow. But I don't know if it's weapon specific, because it's got the different, like, freshness ratings for different weapons. Hard to say. There's a team that you can practice with, but I don't have that. Clam Blitz, once people know how to play it, is actually pretty playable in solo. The problem is that, like, in the early ranks, you literally get people who don't know how the mechanics of the mode work. That's really the problem. It's just not tutorialized how to make a power clan, let alone, like, oh my god. I'm getting pushed so hard right now. It's just not, like, not tutorialized how to play the game, and so people get all these bad experiences really early on, and are like, ugh, I can't play Clam Blitz. But I have some videos on Clam Blitz if it's a point of frustration for you. I'm so glad that wall was painted. No! The Wave Breaker! It's the only reason I didn't get away from that. Checking the corner for him, just in case. Man! I booyah'd and I drew 2 players off. And I still got the power clam in. We really could not do anything in that game. Someone says turf. No, wait. Don't worry about that kind of turf. We don't have those here. And welcome, Promise the One. Not sure with Carbon Rollers. No, Carbon... Oh! My sincerest apologies to Mr. Grizz. Sorry. Okay. Oops. Oh no, I didn't press A in time. I'm sorry, Debbie. Can I still join from here? No, I can't. Man! But Carbon Roller, I think, does need Ninja Squid. Because otherwise you can't get close enough to someone. You really need it for closing distance, for getting across dangerous, open areas of the map. Because you don't have range to contest anybody until you do. So I think it's just as important there. Explaining why you recommend Ninja Squid. I've never had much experience using it. Like to learn more. So Ninja Squid is... Oh, did Devi just keep playing? Just make a new one? Sleep moded? Okay. Good, I'm glad Devi noticed. So, Ninja Squid... Chara has a good video out about it. The reason people are using Ninja Squid is because of the map design of Splatoon 3. Why can't I... Here's the crew. Oh, I guess Devi needs to ready up. Alright, well, now we've got Terran. Ready up faster. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the crew. We're done. So, the map design in this game is full of choke points. It's full of areas that can easily be clogged up with very little effort. And a lot of the time, the only way to get through them is with overwhelming force. But from choke point to choke point, there's also a lot of open ground that is very easy to control with an E-leader. And since that E-leader doesn't have to worry about getting flanked due to the lack of choke points there, a lot of the time it's just going to be looking at you. And so if you are spotted, that's a problem. Ninja Squid helps you not be spotted as you try and just move around the map without getting sniped. It helps, obviously, with other weapons, because other weapons can take advantage of that same thing the way the E-leaders can, but the E-leaders are definitely one of the biggest reasons for it. Trying to get this man to mention Carbon Roller for 4 streams. Oh my god. He looks bigger. He might have scooted a little bit further forward. I tried to make his box more stable. Last the art of 1 second charge and booyah bombs. Yeah, I'm pretty lackadaisical about charging these things. Okay. I missed every shot. I'm sorry, Taryn. Okay. Nice. Oh, I was looking at something else. I don't even know what. Grabbing some more clams so we can keep basket open. Any other clams on the map? There are some here. I don't get them there in time now. I don't think they knew. I'll hit him eventually. No, I won't. This feels unsafe. No, they didn't see. Okay. Stealth jump to the rescue. What? That didn't pick up? Ah, fine. Probably could have paid attention to the right side there, so that didn't happen. I knew I had the fight win against the other player, but I don't know. Going down 1-for-1, I can do better than that. Staggering the team more. Well, that's going to be a problem. One of them down. Get that stopped. No, we can't. It's not the end of the world because there's nobody else in position to actually score with it. Okay. Took us a minute there. Someone right below Terran here. Okay. I thought that would splat with the direct plus single hit fizzy bomb. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I need to go and check out how much damage that actually does. This is not a thing I wanted. Now the charger can see me. Alright. I mean, we score, I guess. Can I get a jump in? No, we're not nowhere near the basket. I don't pick this up. Unless... No, I don't pick this up. Nice. Do you still level up faster in ranked as opposed to Turf War? I think so. I haven't experimented with that yet, though. Got any tips for backline E-leaders? I do have a video on backline positioning, which sums up a lot of my thoughts on it. You own the maps in this current edition of Splatoon. Like, it is very difficult to push against the E leader. There are some specific spots that are just really hard to work with. Man, I wish you could switch weapons. It is absolute nonsense that you can't. I know it's like trying to put you into matchmaking based on the range of your weapons, and so it doesn't let you change them. But that's silly and not what people actually want out of the video game. Like, let us pick the comp first and then lobby us up based on that comp. Takes a little bit of extra time to get us into a game, but I would rather have that and not have to stop the lobby every time I want to switch. Okay, so this does 50. So that plus a direct should splat. That did 35, and it still splatted. Is there a third hitbox to it that does even less? Oh, okay, well, we're stopping on this one. What do we want to swap to now? I'm gonna try using this. It's not gonna work especially well, but I want to try using it. It'll also be an opportunity to learn more about Tri-Strike. And I do actually mean Tri-Strike and not Trizuka, for once. Object Shredder, I don't really care. Probably just keep farming this shoe. Man, I look like... This is like neckbeard apparel. A little bit of the ultra violence. Oh god, you're right. Oh no. That's worse, if anything. Ooh, I forgot about that little combo. I don't think I actually put that in the video about this weapon. But yes, you do 30 damage by bumping someone with your shield, so if you can get in melee range, you can just assassinate them. My catalog level, it's like prestige level 4 or something. Oh, you know, that's why someone was asking, why is your catalog level so low? I've gone around the horn. I've gone past 100. That might actually be why someone was confused. It didn't click for me until then. Why they added an ability swapping? I don't have enough chunks to ability swap yet. Chunks take a long time to farm. I actually don't remember exactly how Drella healing works. Like, if it's fast enough that it's worth it to try and sit back and wait on it. Well, we'll find out over time. I'm out of ink because I threw a sprinkler. That was my mistake. So just don't use a sprinkler, is what I'm learning here. Actually, I should be super jumping into more people, so I can land with shield up. Top. Oh, that didn't help. Nice. There's still a bomb that someone threw. We'll slowly work our way in. This is probably gonna work? No, not quite. Ah, hello. Not quite. Darn. Tentabrella hold the shield indefinitely? That would be insane. That would not be fair. Oh, from above. I can't do consistent enough damage to stop that. Hi, Overkicks. Yeah, Brella's... The whole thing about Brella's, even since Splatoon 2, has been... If you fix the netcode, the Brella's actually a really strong weapon. But, sometimes... Bad things just happen to good Brellas, you know? Yeah, playing open with OBT and Devi. Two competitive players, in case you guys are not familiar with them. Devi's on pretty much every Squid School stream on Tuesdays. So you'll be hearing from Devi tomorrow, undoubtedly. And then OBT plays for a team called Aquatic Vanguard, and I actually know OBT from IRL. We were tournament organizers together at one point. I sold him my old computer when I got this one. So here's the thing, Overkicks. If you join as our fourth, we don't have a single frontliner. We currently don't have a single frontliner, but, I mean, there's the possibility that we roll one randomly. Because I'm just playing Brella at the moment. So, if you would like to play the most passive comp in the history of competitive Splatoon, be our guest. Ooh, they're pushing through here. Wow, I missed every shot. We just chase them all the way back, though. Oh, no! We don't hit the 81, though. Man, feels bad. Nice. No. We don't need much, but I don't think we're going to get it here. Unless... Yeah. We got a couple of picks, but we still had the big bubbler to get through. Just wasn't enough time. The way that Kitty is curled up right now is very adorable. Ah. Yeah, I'm not going to get the shield up fast enough for that. Good stop. Battle of the sprinklers. I ran out of ink. I also probably didn't shoot at a good time. I don't think they're even using that big bubbler at all. Yeah, they're nowhere near it. That's happened a couple of times now where I've gone in on the left and drawn aggro, but then not had anyone following up with me. I'm sure that wouldn't be as much of a problem with callouts. They're coming around. Okay, we got one stop. Lindsay should be in position to stop the other one. Yeah, we're good. Oh, right, that hits through things. I forgot about that. I was just like, haha, you're just gonna hit my shield and nothing's gonna happen. Not too bad. Still learning how to aim tri-strike. Not happy with where most of those went. I can't necessarily just stand there and tank damage, I'm finding. I need to still take off angles and stuff. Because there will be some things that can go through it. Oh no! I got my feet painted and the jump didn't go as high as I wanted it to. I ran out of ink anyway. Yeah, I feel like we're getting comp diffed because we just have too many players who play really passive weapons right now, and I'm not playing frontline. I might switch off. Would the past tense of splat be sploot? Sploot is actually a different verb from a different conjugation. Splooting refers to an act taken by a four-legged creature to lie down on its belly with its legs splayed both forward and backward. Are we hitting go ahead here, Devi? As I probably don't know. Stop on the next one. Okay, yeah, stop on the next one. We don't have time at this point to figure it out. Yeah, I really do need to aim this pretty well to hit the max damage. I think Splatoon 3 is more or less balanced than Splatoon 2. More at the beginning of the game than Splatoon was at the beginning of it. It's hard to compare to endgame Splatoon 2, because endgame Splatoon 2 had so many more weapons and so many more stages. Yeah, like, some of these plays that I'm making work if we have a frontliner following up on them, but we literally don't. closest we have to a frontliner is probably Terran's Flingza, which, in actuality, wants to spend its time farming for missiles. I'm out of ink. No, I'm not. Nice, okay. He goes down 1-for-1 there. I tried to get in their way. Probably should have waited a little bit. Would have sacrificed fewer points. I didn't keep my shield up. I was trying to get another shot off before I had to raise it, but it doesn't work against the carbon. Okay, we're good. We've got to dislodge this guy somehow. There we go. They're out of there. Only took 5 shots. If that's literally just we have no frontliners that are pushing them back. I am the furthest forward, and if I engage on something, I'm in a 1v3. The comp is really not working. Oh. Oh, wait, no. That's the other team. Never mind. Do you think Charger is outclassed by E-Leader even on the returning? Yes. E-Leader is better in Splatoon 3 across the board. Okay. What was I going to do? I was going to switch to a frontline weapon is what I was going to do. I haven't tried too much of this yet. And, oh wait, we need a lot of this. That's true. No, we don't need that much of that, actually. I'll probably just do one thing of it, and then run this instead. Because this weapon, like... Oh, wait a minute. That's not okay. That's not bad. The thing about the Luna Blaster, it's got a really big radius, a really big hitbox. Even if you miss by a little bit, it's pretty easy to get the second shot. I'm not as worried about this going askew. The other thing is that it's got really short range, so it can only deviate by so far on any shot that's going to hit. So I'm not as worried about it going awry as I am with the other blasters I play. Yeah, let's give this one a shot. Could be a viable alternative if Hammer is fixed. Yes. I can agree with that. I think if you give the Sploosh its Sploosh 7 kit from Splatoon 2, we're in business. Giving it bombs is an absolute game changer for the Sploosh. Because it has something it can do other than try and be a rat. If it's a rat all the time, it's predictable. You just look at one of the flank routes when you know that the Sploosh is in play, and now it just doesn't get to do anything. But when it could spend some time throwing bombs before it goes in, and you don't know when it's going to go in, that adds a layer to it. Okay. This is half of the composition. We've got some stuff here. Try and play the low ground over here. See if we can't sneak up on somebody. Oh. Okay, that's... We can't sneak up on somebody, I have learned. I thought there was someone over here on the left. Nice. Nice. It is nice not having to aim as much. Where are they? Are they just all past me right now? That was really weird. I don't know where everyone went at that point. I figured there'd be a couple of people respawning in. Or maybe they jumped in. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, I thought they dropped. Yeah, still don't know what I'm doing with that special. We'll figure it out, though. I definitely... That was a situation where I didn't get to set it up as well as I would have wanted to. I didn't get the position where I would have wanted to grab it from. I'm probably dead. Yep. Not least of which because I swam up the wall instead of going where I wanted to. Man, I hit that with the regular blaster. It didn't do a lot. Probably a little distracting, I guess. We'll get him eventually. There we go. Alright. Good job, Kicks. Now you can get out of there and keep yourself safe. Oh, I'm glad I got that when I did, but unfortunate that I landed on the bomb afterward. Can't toss clams with Zipcaster. I wasn't trying to. I don't think I was anyway. I might have pressed the L button. I remember pressing that. I was like, why am I touching that button right now? I was getting mixed up about the controls or something. Okay, should be good. Nice. Sit behind them and shoot them from behind them. Yeah, in the situations where I'm trying to use it, I'm already engaged with them, which is part of the problem. Like, I need to be flanking with it, using it from more tricky places. I need to be thinking about it more like I'm using Inkjet. Instead of just, like, activating it right in front of them. I think part of it is, blaster instincts are kicking in, and I'm used to having Big Bubbler, so I'm like, oh, I'm in a fight. Big Bubbler right now. Eugene asks, do you think Splatana's are going to be a perpetual mid-low tier, or things like buffing or ultimate bring them higher? If any number of different things could happen with the game balance. I personally think that they need to touch up the Splatana a little bit, but a lot of things can happen. Like, there are weapons that just quietly get buffed over and over again until all of a sudden they're really good and someone recognizes it a year later. So basically, anytime a patch happens, everyone tries every weapon that's getting patched. A yellow dog. And thank you so much for the donations, Eugene. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. What about Splatbrella? Splatbrella, they really need to fix the netcode. If they do that, there's a chance. But, like, I don't know if they're going to do that. Cool. Dum, 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 dum. Communication error. Or not. Oh, this is going to be so laggy. A white unicorn with rainbow hair. These are a few of my favorite things. Is this where we're going here? Oh. You don't say! That was, that took a while. It did take a while. Do you think Splash-O-Matic is good? I'm using it a lot lately and been thinking, yes. Splash-O-Matic is really good if you want a crab. That seems to be the biggest condition for using it, but the main weapon is great both as a supportive painting weapon and as an aggressive weapon. It can do both, so whatever the team needs it to do. Burst Bomb works really well with it. It gives it long-range poke that it doesn't have otherwise, so it's able to contest weapons that have longer range than it does. And it has perfect jump accuracy. So you don't have to worry about intensify action on it. That frees up its gear for a lot of things. And hitting jump shots is sick. And what more can you want in a weapon? It's probably my number 3 weapon right now. Behind the blaster and the splatter shot. Like, if we didn't want a Trizuka for some reason, but we wanted a shooter still, I'm running grab. $2 for every disconnect. Oh no. Now I'm gonna... Oh, it's the same team! Oh god. It might happen again. Now I don't want to make money. Oh no. Well, at least it's a silver lining every time it happens. Thank you so much. Ah! What if I were behind you holding a Luna Blaster? I didn't know who the last player was. I was hoping I could bait them to dropping on me because I thought they were on glass. Turned out it didn't really matter. It's interesting how the jingle stops while we're scoring. Maybe, I don't know, it didn't there. But it was definitely not nearly as audible. Maybe it's based on distance. Maybe it's based on how close you are to the basket. Oh. I have misplaced a hero shot. My sincerest apologies. Wouldn't want to seek out a crab, I don't think. Crab is seeing a lot of play in zones. It has really good paint. And as long as you're able to take an angle that it can't get flanked from, it definitely gets value. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go a lot further forward than that. I figure in that situation, maybe I can just skirmish by, like, repeatedly going back and forth. Reflex spam can get a new player to S rank. I mean, all that really matters is your win rate. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. So, as long as you can keep your win rate at a certain point, I figure any strategy can get you to the highest rank in series. Ah! I completely missed. Very funny. Okay. I aimed at the wrong person every single opportunity I had. And I switched targets like 3 times. Didn't shoot the slosher when they were in range. Didn't shoot the charger when they stepped too far forward. And then went back and tried to shoot at the slosher again when they were out of range. And oh man, everything was wrong there. Oh, that was the charger that hit me. I thought it was the tri-strike. Oh, we missed the clam there. Literally one clam. Where's the one clam? Okay, so that alarm is to warn us that the DC that happens at midnight is about to happen, and that I can't play another game safely. So, Devi and gang, I will not be able to continue playing here for the next few minutes. In fact, I probably should stop, because I do still have a little bit of work to do to finish up a video for tomorrow morning. So I think I'm going to call it there. Well, let's go and hop over to... Let's go say hi to Barry. It's been a minute since we raided Barry. So really quick, yes, I disconnect at midnight. My router just craps out at a very, very predictable time every single night. So on behalf of both myself and Mr. Grizz, would like to thank you all for watching today. You can check out our links in right here. That's where you can find our Twitter account and our Twitch and our Discord server and the Patreon and Medify. I am trying to do this full time, and so I really appreciate that support. Thank you to all of you guys who have been donating during the stream. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting what I'm trying to do. But also any support that you can give, even if you can't donate or anything like that, but liking videos and following on social media and stuff like that is also very much appreciated. Thank you guys for all of that and for getting me up to 30K subscribers on YouTube, which is the occasion for which I was gifted Mr. Grizz, as well as some flowers that you can't see because I put them in a place where Romeo will hopefully not be able to eat them, and also some chocolates, which was very kind of my mods to do so. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now it is time for us to go and say hi to the Barry. Barry is a very experienced competitive Splatoon player who plays for a team called Element R, is a Charger main. So if you're a backliner and you have questions, this is one of the guys to ask. Also a very good commentator, and I believe partnered on Twitch. So let's go and say hi. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.